lovelies, it's MyLovelyRoots. I'm here with another lace frontal wig review on hair sent out to me from ComingBuy. This is their loose wave in 12 inches, and I gotta say, so far I am loving this hair. As always, vendor information will be in the description box below, and say, hey, you want to jump to certain parts of the video, I have timestamps on all my newer videos. So what I received from ComingBuy was 3 bundles in 12 inches in the loose wave texture, also a 12-inch lace frontal. Now guys, this is the finished result of the 3 bundles and lace frontal. I wanted to show you guys how the hair looks before I cut, layered, or dyed the hair. Now, I know when a lot of YouTubers do hair reviews, they don't really zoom in on like the hairline or, you know, the texture of the hair. They kind of stay like far back away, so all you can kind of see is like the silhouette of the hair. So I'm going to get a little bit closer so you guys can see the parting, also the hairline and the hair texture itself. So just getting the right lighting. So guys, this is the parting of the unit. The sides of the unit. Very natural. You can always squeeze out a little bit more, and like I said, mine slipped back a little bit because I didn't put any combs in it yet. I've just been rocking it with the elastic band, but as you can see, you can always go in and tweeze a little bit more if you want the hairline a little bit more thinned out. And this is the other side. Please excuse my trying to slick down my baby hairs. So as you can see, and if you guys want to see how the hairline looks when it's all glued around from ear to ear, check out my Instagram. I took pictures of me when I glued down the whole hairline of the unit. So if you guys want to get a few snapshots of what that final look looks like, definitely check out my Instagram at MyLovelyRoots. So that's what it's looking like. Here's the texture of the hair. Also, if you guys want to see how I made this wig, check out some of my previous videos. I show in great detail how I go about making my wigs. Very simple. I usually use a net cap in order to make my lace frontal wigs, so I pretty much use the same technique every single time. But for this particular unit, I did not keep the frontal the length it came. It usually comes in 13 inches by 4 inches. I did measure from ear to ear. I'm about 11.5, so I decided instead of keeping it 13 inches, I would trim the frontal down on each side. I kind of shifted it to the to where it best laid on my natural hairline, and then I trimmed off the other side, took off about 1.5 inches, and then I laid it on my hairline, bobby pinned it down, and I kind of marked off the hairline as in through the frontal to kind of see, hey, what matches my hairline best. And then I went about pulling those hairs out until it blended perfectly. It matched my natural hairline. So I did do, that's the only thing different that I did with this particular lace frontal, but I made the wig the exact same way I did in my previous videos. Only thing different I did this time was that I just measured from my ear to ear, and then I cut the lace frontal in order to match my natural hairline. I've noticed that sometimes when you keep the lace frontal too big, it can kind of push against your ears and make the lace wig shift backwards. So that's one of the reasons why I trimmed it, so that it perfectly sits right here on my ear, and I didn't have anything back here that could snag or that was pulling or pushing back to pull the lace frontal back. This is ComingBuy loose wave pattern, and to me it reminds me of like a relaxed deep wave. It is very gorgeous, very full. You can run your fingers right through the hair. I have not been experiencing a lot of shedding, but I mean, I feel you have to wear hair a little bit more for an extended amount of time to kind of see if it's going to shed or not. And then also just due to, you know, everyday wear and tear, and also dyeing, because I dyed majority of my my units, I usually ombre the ends or trim them, or you know, just do different things. So definitely the hair has been holding up fairly well. I've been wearing it for on and off for about 2 weeks. So far so good. I really love the fullness of the hair and how non-silky it is, because when you buy a lot of deep waves, loose waves, or you know, patterned hair, it's very silky. And I'm natural. I'm like a 4B 4C curl pattern, and if I wanted to get my hair to match with this, it'd be like no way. I mean, just in general with silky hair, but this hair is not silky, but I won't do all of the heat stress and strain on my own natural hair. That's why they invented lace frontals to you know, so you don't have to have those troubles. But I really like this unit. I'm definitely going to be adding a little color to this. I just feel darker color units on me are just a little bit blunt, so I definitely love to put a few shades of browns, golds in here. I really feel it's going to make this wig go to the next level. So this is me just wearing the hair in a center part. As you can see, the hairline came pre-plucked, so that was definitely a plus. I didn't tweeze anything in the hairline, just so you guys can gauge it for yourself to see, hey, as always, when you receive a lace frontal, if it's not up to your standards, you can always tweeze away a little bit more or just leave it as is. And this is the parting and the sides as is. I just took out a little bit of my own natural baby hair. I usually don't glue my units down. I kind of just let them lay naturally on my hairline, unless I'm doing something a little bit more active. I'll wherever my parting is, I would actually use got to be glued to get that part to stay down. Also, I usually sew in combs in the back and also on the ear tabs of the unit, so that's another way how I secure my lace frontals down. And also, I'm a big fan of silk tops, so usually for the silk tops, I don't have to do any of that. I just use my trick part method, and if you guys are interested in that, if you also wear silk tops, that video will be in the description box below and the cards above. So check that video out if you want to see how to lay your silk tops down without having to glue them down but still have them look natural. Now, so far with this lace frontal, it is absolutely flawless. I didn't have to do, if you do like to have your parting, say, expanded, you can always go in and tweeze a little bit more, but to me this is perfect. And then over time you're going to experience a little bit of shedding, so I would say, hey, wait a little bit before you go tweezing away, because before you know it, it'll look a little bald. So I did bleach the knots, and that's one of the reasons why I say, hey, kind of wait on the tweezing action, because you want to give it, I say maybe 2 weeks to a month to kind of see how the frontal is going to react to it being bleached. So that can kind of help you save a little bit on hair. Also, the hairline, how they tweeze it was pretty good. But yes, you can always go in and tweeze a little bit more if you want to. Now, when ComingBuy contacted me, they asked me what length that I wanted, and I didn't really want any long lengths like 20 or 24 inches. I kind of wanted to try something a little bit shorter, something a little bit more natural, something that's really good on the go. So I got it in 12 inches, and I gotta say, this is great, and I'm glad I did get it in 12 inches. So just to show you guys how the back looks, how the hair flows. Shipping for the hair was fabulous. It didn't take too long. It took 2 to 3 days for the hair to actually get here after they said they were sending it out. So shipping was pretty fast. No complaints there. As of right now, I have nothing negative to say about the hair. The hair has held up fairly well. I have not been experiencing excess shedding. I love the curl pattern. The pattern of the lace frontal matches the bundles perfectly, so I don't have any issues there. Also, just in general, the length of the hair I feel is very natural, and the natural layers that I got from the lace frontal in the bundle bundles are wonderful, so I feel I don't have to go in and make any layers or anything because everything falls very nice. But I will be updating you guys because I will be dyeing this unit, so I will update you guys on that. And also, if you have any questions, please put those in the comments box below.